I see you on the. Ha ha ha. Okay, we got it to work. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Well, first of all, guys, it's late. So if everybody's up late night, you're going to get a late night treat, a late night, really powerful piece. First of all, I want to say that I am so proud to announce that we are now celebrating 10 years of changing people's lives. My dreams work. It's 10 years since I launched a coaching business. And instead of, I can talk a little bit about the past, but I'm really interested in what the present and what's been happening for my students in the future of what people are creating in their lives. And I have with me Stephanie Renise, who is one of my graduates. She's done phenomenal work. She's done a phenomenal job. That transition from going, being self-employed to a person who's running a very big business and things that are going really, really well for her. And I just gotta say, 10 years, man, of transforming life. It's exciting. It's very, very exciting. And I really, first of all, I'll give all my thanks and everything at the end. So like this in terms of the 10-year journey and what it's meant. But it's amazing to have reached this milestone. So Stephanie, and if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about how we met, how we connected, and what's happened for you, where give a little bit of the background of where you come from, as you guys are going to really enjoy this. Is really going to be inspiring.
So I come from, I guess I'll give a little bit about me first. So I come from the beauty industry. I am a beauty industry entrepreneur. I have been in the field now for 16 years, celebrated 16 years this year. I own Heaven on Earth Salon and Heaven on Earth Salon Suites, where I lease out individual salon studios to other beauty industry professionals. I help them to get started with their own business. And then I also own Heavenly Enhance, which is a hair care product line company. So that's a little bit of my background and the different businesses that I'm in. But I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Coach Noel Walron Um, last year at a conference, met
Mm-hmm.
at a direct selling conference, and we just, connected. I was just really interested in what it is that he was doing in regards to education and just really bringing his business online. And so Coach Noel shared his link with me for a webinar, and I jumped on. And was very intrigued by what I heard. I was like, oh my gosh, a course that can cover every area of my life to help me with any and every challenge that I've had. And that's really what intrigued me to sign up for the course last year. So I think
All
that's
right.
it.
Well, yes. Well, the reason that we have met at this conference is that I was trying to we were, shoot. There's a conferences that was teaching people how to expand their businesses and how to do it through creating referral structures with their organizations. And so both myself and Stephanie were looking into that, and then we ended up connecting, crossing paths, and like she said, she came into the seminar. But if you wouldn't mind sharing, like, where were you at beforehand, like where were you at but what made you decide that you want to participate, like where were you at in life, like give them a little background, because you've had a really unique history.
So I was at a place where, like I said, running and owning, three different businesses. I was at a place, honestly, where I was overwhelmed, tired, overworked. I was running all of my establishments by myself. I was like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, honestly. I was marketing, bookkeeping, cleaning, doing my clients' hair every day. Anything and everything imaginable that you need to run the business, I was wearing all the hats. I was working long 14, 16 sometime even 18-hour days. And I was at a place where I was really neglecting myself, my health. I wasn't eating right, wasn't eating properly, wasn't exercising, definitely wasn't resting. And so I knew that I needed some help. I knew that there was so much more that I believe that God had for me, but I couldn't figure out how to break forward, how to get free, how to move forward because I was carrying so much weight already. I couldn't figure out how could I get to my next level. And so, um, listening to the seminar last year, I ended up signing up because I wanted to, I came in with this mindset that I wanted to just get my health in order. I wanted to get myself together because I knew that I had to get me together. But you want me to go ahead and share just what I got from?
Sure. Yeah, no, for sure. And because some of the things deal with some really deep-seated challenges from the past. And you've come through some stuff. So please share, because there's a lot of people out there right now who are hurting. There's a lot of people out there who are going through all types of challenging situations, and some people don't see the light at the end of the tunnel because of all the challenges that they're dealing with. You know what I mean? And so please do share, be real, be raw. Like, just let them know what you were dealing with, and so what you got from the program, because there's a lot of people who are dealing with similar challenges. I still want to be the one to say it, so I'm gonna let you. I'll let you say it.
I'm good because I like to say that I like to be hot, honest, open, and transparent. So when I came into the program, hear it up a little bit. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, the audio was a little bit in and out, but go ahead.
Okay, so when I came into the program, I remember my first coaching call with Coach Noel, and I was talking about how I had all of this stuff going on. And the first thing that he told me on the very first call was that I needed to delegate. And when he said that, it was just kind of like, oh my God, delegate, because I realized that I was going to have to trust other people to step in to do what it is that I was doing. And so going through the program, I was really learning a lot about me and myself and my issues. And the truth is that I realized that in order to delegate, I needed to trust. And I really realized that I had some deep-rooted trust issues. So while I was thinking that I needed to get all my health in order and things, which of course I did, the root stemmed from trust. And I had took on a little bit of my past is that I've actually been married and divorced twice. And, I had been basically abandoned because my husband had left me the first time. And he left me at a place where I basically lost my husband, my house, and my car all within 2 months. And it left me at a place as a single mom. I had my first daughter at the time, and I was devastated. And I had to try to pick up all the loose pieces and figure out how to move forward in life. But I was at a place where I wasn't going to allow it to break me. You know what I mean? I was at a place where I wasn't going to allow it to stop me. And so I used that negative energy to push myself forward, to catapult forward into my future. And even though I was thriving and getting back on my feet and moving forward in life, I was really carrying all that weight and all that baggage. And I didn't realize it because I had got to the point where I was just going through life, doing what I knew best. But because that distrust was still there and still deep rooted, I realized that I wouldn't allow anybody to help. I wouldn't allow anybody to come in. And I had took on this mindset that I could do it all. I can do it all by myself and I don't need any help. And it was getting to the point where I was slowly killing myself. You know what I mean? Not eating, taking care of myself. And it jumped out so big because, I mean, literally just by saying one word of delegate, this light bulb came on.
Well, honestly, there's trust issues, and people anybody who's ever gone through a devastating relationship situation where trust was violated, it's and with you it was pretty extreme because if I mean there was a situation with your credit, your car, your house that like you lost your possessions, and there was a lot that you went through, and I'm certain, I don't know, as I said, there's other people out there who are dealing with this type of thing now. And then it's like, well, heck, if, if a person who I have a child with could do this, like, my goodness, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got a chance with nobody else, you know what I mean? And so so it's one of those things where, particularly when you marry somebody, because you were married, and when you marry somebody, it's names, it's everything that you're sharing, everything comes together, and it is the ultimate. It's really the ultimate display of trust in somebody, and so. Now, some people it may not have come from something like that or relationship situations. For some people, it was just in general in business. If I want it, if it's going to be done right, I got to do it myself, But the truth of the matter is that delays your progress, and it makes you have to work way harder than is necessary in order to hit your goals, in order to do what you really want to do and create what you want to create. So go ahead, please, and share. So you had the breakthrough in that moment about you had trust issues based on what happened in the past, and then so what ultimately ended up happening.
And so from there, it was really just putting things in order. I started to analyze the help that I needed in every single area and writing down all of my tasks, responsibilities, and figuring out what I needed and who I needed, in order to help me, and then opening myself up to be open to bringing certain people in to be able to trust. And so I started kind of going down my list of, each thing, who can help with this area and who could help with that. And
yeah, Stephanie, your voice is a little bit in and out. Are you noticing it?
I can hear it.
Is my voice clear to you?
It is, but I can hear me going in and out. Can you hear? Is that better?
It's a little bit better, yeah. So go ahead.
Maybe if I lean in. What was the last part I said? Oh, I was basically taking inventory of the areas that I needed help with, and beginning to reach out to ask for help, right? Not being afraid to ask, but then bringing people in to take care of those responsibilities so that way I could stay in the forefront of the income generating things instead of trying to do everything in the back end. And so I, have successfully been able to do that.
Good. Awesome. And I guess, and so now that you got past the trust issues, and I guess I'm trusting things, right? Like, you're trusting again, you're moving forward. So then what has been the net result of doing that now? So like what's happened for your business since, and and how is it different now than it was then? Like what's happened?
So here it is a year later, because we're actually exactly a year later. I would say that honestly, my life has truly, completely transformed. I have actually been able to stop doing hair. So I'm no longer working long hours doing hair anymore. I have actually have been able to rent out all of my salon suites. And so my whole
by the way, for people who don't know what salon suites are, like if let's say you have a big a place where there's multiple suites or rooms, and then you rent out or you lease out each of those suites to other people, other hair care professionals, or some people, I guess it's manicures, pedicures, and all that kind of stuff. And there's different services that are being rendered. But the bottom line is she is the landlady. So she's got over 21 people leasing from her out of this piece. So when people, because not everybody knows what salon suites are. So now she's got the suites that are running, and she doesn't even have to show up no more.
So let me lean in. So the salon suites, each room is fully furnished with salon furniture. So everybody is literally running their own establishment. in each of these rooms. So they've got their shampoo bowls, dryers, furniture, everything that they need within there. So it's almost like a little salon mall, if you think of it like that. But so I've actually been able to, like I said, now with Salon Suites, they're full. I've been able to generate the most money that I've ever have made out of the 16 years of doing business. Now, it's giving me more time to focus on my product line, to be able to take that to the next level. And so, yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm only having to go into work, to the salon, maybe about a couple times a week now, just to kind of pop in and see what's going on. So I really don't have to do anything now. My business is working and it's turned into passive income for me now.
Ha 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 ha! Look at me now. Look at me now. She's getting paper. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Congratulations. So the next leg of your journey, and we've got just a few minutes left here, so I want to make sure that we can really get down to some of the cores. But so the next leg of your journey is what now? Like so you're running the Salon Suites. Now you've been able to transition, so you don't have to physically be there. You were doing hair, you're no longer doing the hair, but you've got all this money coming in from these suites and everything that you're doing. So right now you have a hair care line. So what was it that inspired it? What's it about? And I guess, and what's happened? What has happened for you with it since you sort of made this transition?
I would say now I am turning Heavenly Enhanced into actually a direct selling company, which has definitely been something that I have been seeing in my future and, basically bringing that into fruition. So Heavenly Enhanced is a healthy hair care product line company. We specialize in helping people to, number one, to educate people. A lot of times people are not educated in terms of their hair type or their hair condition or, their needs. A lot of people are going out and they're purchasing product and they really do not understand why their hair is not getting better, why it's not healthy. And the truth is because they just really don't understand what their hair type and their hair condition is. And so my goal is to help people to understand more of what their specific needs are. And within Heavenly Enhanced, we help to give everybody a customized hair care regimen specific to their hair care needs in order to help them along their hair care journey.
Okay, so in short measure, she's the next Madam C.J. Walker. She's like the Dr. Oz of hair, and she is teaching people how to, from everything that I've learned from you, based on what you've got. Like a lot of times that people think that getting yourself beautiful has to be painful, or you have to use harmful chemicals and all of that. She's proven that you don't have to do any of that, and so she's got a natural product line that is really making a big deal. It's making a big difference for both women and men from all over, and it's now out the gates. So congratulations. Yes, and so if people want to connect with you to either learn to join one of your information sessions on Heavenly Enhanced and your products and taking advantage of the service you offer, how do they do that?
I would say to go to heavenlyenhanced.com.
So that's heavenlyenhanced.com.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you can find more information on the products. Also where you can schedule one-on-one virtual consultations, so we can get down and get to find and have the opportunity to find out what your problems are, so we can help you with a customized hair care regimen. But all of that is right now.
Okay, so the type of people that Stephanie helps are, and let me see if how good my memory serves me. If they got breakage, dry scalp, hair falling out, tangling issues. How am I doing? So any of those types of issues, did I miss something? Did I miss something?
Scalp, dandruff, oh gosh, chemical damage.
Chemical, all of those things. So, so ladies or gents, if you have any of those types of issues, just shoot her a message in the chat or hit me up in the DM, and I will pass you on. She is on Facebook as Stephanie Renise, and her Instagram is
Stephanie Renise, as well as Heavenly Enhanced too, on Instagram.
Heavily Enhanced on Instagram. Yes. Stephanie, this has been great having you on. If you could leave one message to everybody who's watching this or who will watch this, the recording of this live, if you could leave them with one message tonight, what would it be? And once you're done that message, I'm going to share a little something with everybody and call it a night.
One message I would say to know that you have passion, dreams, and desires for a reason. And we didn't get into this part, but that was just one thing that Coach Noel helped me with. There's so much more within the program, but the other thing, we didn't get to touch on it tonight, but it's about following your passions and your dreams in your heart and your gut instinct. And so one thing that I would leave with everybody is that you've got that burning desire in you for a reason. And to basically start to follow that voice and to move forward into what it is that your heart truly desires, because it's possible if you believe.
Yeah, amen. There you go. And it's no question about it. Lives are changing. And I just want to say, guys, it's been 10 years since we've been, doing what I do and transforming lives. And over the course of this next month, commemorating my 10th year, I'm going to be bringing on a lot of my graduates, the success stories, so that you can see and hear from them directly and what they've done and how things have changed, turned around. I have a gift for you guys. If you guys want to, I have a free class that I'm going to be, if you go to mydreamswork.com/web class, it should be in the description. The mydreamswork.com/web class. I have a free class that I'm going to be leading. There's one coming up. If you go to the link, it'll show you the dates. But there's one coming up inside the next 2 days, next 48 hours, and then there's another one coming up later on in the week. So go on to the link and go and check it out and join us for these classes. I'm going to be teaching people how to get their breakthroughs. Stephanie talked about breakthroughs, and that's what she's accomplished, through the program. Massive breakthrough, and breakthroughs don't have to take long, and you can actually create them. You can actually manufacture them. You can make them happen. And I just want to say I feel so blessed to be able to be helping people get those breakthroughs and do the thing that's in their heart for them to do. And really, so it's inspiration is an instruction from our Creator to do something, and we all have free will, so we don't have to listen. But you'll never have peace of mind until you listen. And and it's one of those things where I just feel privileged to be a part of that process. So please, feel free to join us, share the post. Hope that this message inspired somebody. This is a single mom coming up like this, 2 kids on her own, having to do everything on her own. And her 2 kids are amazing kids, by the way. They're amazing young ladies. And, when I see what Stephanie's able to do and what she's been able to accomplish, it's truly, it fills me with pride to know that I could have been a part of that process. And from literally doing what you don't want to do to doing what you absolutely want to do and making more money, but having to spend less time. I mean, what else you really want in this world, right? Amen. All right. So with that said, guys, I hope somebody out there got inspired by what we had to share today. And please share the video, like it, share it, spread the word. This is real. This is real results, real person, this is, it's been 10 years, people from all over the world, man, like this, and we're going to continue doing this all over the world, and but on a larger scale. And I just thank God for frankly giving me the strength to get through some of the challenging times. Like there's been a lot of great times, a lot of great, but there's also been a lot of challenges. And like anybody else, because some people say, well, you're a coach, so so you're always inspired, you always want to go. Yeah, but we also have disappointments, we also have challenges, because we're human and it's a part of the process. And there's sometimes you're like, okay, sometimes you have that conversation between you and God, and you're like, I'm trying to do this for you, right? It's an honor and a privilege to be a part of it, and people like Stephanie remind me of why I do what I do. So Stephanie, thank you very much. Bless. And again, if you want to reach out to her, Heavenly Enhanced on Instagram, you can go and see a bunch of their different posts inside there, and Stephanie Renise on Instagram as well. And so you can follow her there. Heavenlyenhanced.com is their website. So check her out, and let's celebrate more success. Have a powerful night, guys. God bless. And this is the first time I'm streaming in multiple places in the whole time. So we're still trying to get used to this whole room thing. And this, I'm not used to this. I'm used to doing it off my cell phone. It's the first time doing it. So, hey, here we are. It's a little late, but you'll get to catch the replay. Bless. Have a powerful night.